Oh, weird.
Freddy?
Your guy's not bouncing when you talk. What the flip? Join the party.
Take it around town. Fred, should I watch your new video? Yeah, probably.
Return to your browser to set up connection. Okay.
All I want to tell you is that if you don't watch Fred's newest video, I'm gonna explode you with my brain.
And then go here. Alright, now it should work.
Well. Am I bouncing?
No, you're not bouncing on it, dude. What the freak, dude?
No, dude, I want to be bouncing on it.
Why are you
Oh
chuzz,
my
dude? What the
God.
flip is this, dude?
What is this chuzz thing going on right now?
This FRED'N blood is a chuzz. That's so weird, huh?
I think this Fred and Blood is Einstein. I'm Einstein. What can I say?
Okay. Alright, here, let me delete this source and I'll add a new one. Sorry, chat. Technical difficulties. Everyone type FRED'N, please start bouncing on it. For good luck. Thank you.
Whoa.
We run a freaking PG-13 stream here, by the way, guys. Okay. Browser source. Red.
Oh.
Alright, it might be a thing with you, honestly. It might be your character. That's the issue.
Let me look at it. Fujitech. Reactive by Fujitech. Oh, thank you.
Here we go.
Let me see if anything's...
Alright.
Fred, you better bat. Okay.
Hello,
Dude,
chat.
you guys
All
are
right,
crazy.
Chat, or not chat, like FazBear or somebody as an maybe it's only in group call. All right, go to the stream chat in my algomaxing.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, now it's working. Yeah, okay, now it's
Voice
working.
chats.
Okay, interesting. It must be only in group calls that it works. That's cool. Okay, it doesn't
That's
work in
weird.
private calls. Okay. Nice. All right, well, you're straight bouncing now. All right, chat, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get some FNaF 6 music playlist in the background for us. FNaF.
Toy Chica is FRED'N.
Wait, that's true. Alright, here we go. FNaF 6 OST.
Dude.
What's up?
Your chat is insane.
What are they saying?
Dude, they're
I
all
don't see
talking
anything.
about me bouncing on it, and then I saw T-Dreads and Fred and Yowie stream, dude. No freaking shot. Oh my god.
Oh, and alright. This guy's back
That's
at it
insane.
again.
I didn't do anything.
I have an eye out for you T-Dread's girlfriends in chat. If it gets too sus, I'm gonna have to put my foot I'm gonna have to put my foot down. So
Yeah, you guys have a certain bar.
yeah,
You can't cross it.
something happened last time that was a no-no. So if it happens again, you're getting smited. All right,
Babs, again, you're weird.
you guys are
I'm gonna cancel you.
strange chuz. All right, anyways. Okay.
I didn't say there's no shot I get with TD. Hey, let's not get it twisted.
Whoa. The twisted ones. Whoa. Okay.
Also,
So
oh, sorry, T-Dreads.
now you go ahead.
I was gonna say, Digidog. A lot of people are saying that Blueprint is of classic Freddy, but riddle me this: why is there a ribbon on the hat?
Wait, that's true. Anyways, our chat, hi to all 330 of you. Alright, so today, we have a very special plan, alright? After the FNaF 2 movie, everyone's favorite phrase, we've decided to go back and discuss William Afton as a character, as a plotter, as a horror icon, just kind of all, this is the all things William stream, so not strictly Will Care, because we already have an episode on that. But what I think we're going to start off with is a topic that John FNaF brought up to me a while ago. It has to do with William's plan, as you can see on screen. And that is the question of whether or not William, right, is the guard in Save Them, or if it's Michael. because because the movie, everyone tries to throw different lore into different games and different places. And so the question right now is the purple guy sprite in Save Them, the psh, psh. People are curious about whether or not that is actually William or if that's Michael doing William's bidding. And it's an interesting question because I feel like it has to be... You'd think it's William, right? Because, I don't even know.
I do not think you could get the answer of that being Michael in the games. You would have to have gotten that from the movies because the literal next game has William look identical to that sprite. Unless you want to say that Michael's behind Follow Me.
Dude, don't.
Mike Trap?
Oh, no, Mike Trap. We've come full circle.
I knew you would return.
Yeah.
It's in your nature.
But I guess the main thing with William, right, is we can discuss some parts of William's character from the film would be a good idea. So his plan in the film is not as easy to kind of decipher right now as his plan in the games, but we can go over a couple things, right? So let's start with the FNaF 1 movie. What is he doing in that movie, William? Well, he is deliberately, continuously restaffing the pizzeria with new night guards. Simply to kill them, right? Mm-hmm. He has a literal chair of death there that all the night guards just go and... and let's leave aside the part of, would police not notice this exact building being responsible for disappearances. Let's not go over that. My thing is, at least in the movie universe, William Afton does not seem particularly violent towards children in particular. He just wants to kill fucking anybody. So, grown men who work at his pizzeria, that's a demographic. And if Michael is acting accurately to his intentions, then the entire city, he's fine with killing people. So I guess the question here would be, would we say that William Afton as a character, is his murdering even towards a goal? Or is it just because he's insane?
I think the chair is like an experiment. Because, the chair is, killing them in the most agonizing way possible by, tearing their face apart or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think the whole reason he made that chair was because he learned that if someone dies in the most agonizing way possible, something happens. Okay. Now, in the movie's verse, what that is, I don't know, but it seems like he's experimenting with something. In my opinion. Hey, guys, it's just an opinion. You can cancel me for that. It's just an opinion.
Well, yeah, and if they're bringing in Circus Baby, which they are to the movies, that character is directly tied to experiments in every continuity so far, both Twisted Ones and Circus Baby's literally a surgeon in the Twisted Ones.
That's true.
Yeah. Or sorry, Fourth Closet. My bad. So I guess that would mean that the mass murder, because what it could be is that Michael doesn't understand what William wants, right? Because unless the mass murder in FNaF 2 is to go towards some huge agony generation experiment, I'm not sure what the goal of killing the entire town is.
Yeah.
So,
I don't, because he said he's going to continue his father's legacy, and
he did, yeah.
In every continuity, William is a killer experimenter guy, right?
Yeah,
he kills people to experiment on them. So his legacy would be experiments, right? That would be his legacy.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he was killing the entire town to go towards some kind of experiment. Maybe, well, I don't, it's so strange. I don't, because like the whole, the shreddy chair, right? Like that's obviously like the most agonizing way you could kill a person, which would be an experiment. But if Michael's just killing them, like, how does he know that leads to anything, right?
That's what I mean. I'm wondering if he is well informed, because I think what we can do is kind of cross continuities here. Michael is ill-informed in the sister location, right? In the sense that he is not operating with the full information of what he's commanded to do. So he's told to put Elizabeth back together, but there are things surrounding that experience that he's like, what the fuck's going on? I should be dead, but I'm not. So clearly, game Michael doesn't know about Remnant, or at least about like the complexities of Remnant, what it does.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Michael is like he's trying to continue the legacy. He doesn't know what the legacy is. He's just like, hey, it sounds cool when I say this.
Yeah. So I think the next thing we should look at then, right? If William Afton, so we're gonna establish that the movies tell us that this guy is out for agony. He's out to just kill a bunch of people, to experiment, to figure something out. In the movies, they don't say what that is. I am assuming he is trying to discover the secret to immortality. I think that feels solid. In the games, he does that as well. In the books, that's very overt. He's trying to like get out of his like human body or whatever it is, you know. The spirit follows the flesh, yada, yada, yada. So as a character, then, in FNaF, his main motive is to be immortal, right? Kind of. Is to discover the secret to immortality. I do not think... We won't get into it because it's, you know, a whole thing. I don't think his goal is specifically the... sustaining his children's lives. I don't think that's really what he cares about. I think... sustaining him, William Afton, you know, his kids could be part of his identity, you know, they have a purpose, yada, yada, whatever. But I think it feels pretty clear by how many times we've repeated this story that his goal is immortality and clinging to life. So, and what I kind of wanted to jump off of this is going to be kind of a half lore stream, half retrospective stream, right? I think, given that this is the crux of his character, I'm not mad at all about the fact that he's probably in either Glitch Trap or Burn Trap. Or his agony or something.
But, you know, hey, you can cancel me for that opinion, but I think Glitch Trap is fake. Okay, you can cancel me for that.
But I'm saying, if the crux of his character is I'm desperate for immortality, I want to cling to life, I think it makes sense that he is doing so, and that's kind of the curse of the whole franchise, is this one guy's refusal to die, right? His fear of death.
Yeah.
People hate this for some reason, kind of act like he's not a force in the modern franchise. I feel like he's gotta be. I
think people...
Yeah, go ahead.
People like to separate FNaF into two distinct eras, like it's two separate stories.
Yeah.
Like they like to say that when the Steel Wool era started, the Scott Games era was ended. Everything ended. It was over. But I feel like the thing is we need to realize that this is one continuous story. This isn't like this is two separate eras of one story, but it is one story, meaning that the main villain of the story is going to return. It's the main villain. Like, I don't know. And also they think like UCN is, I don't know. I see a lot of people say like that FFPS is a great ending for Afton, and I don't think it is at all. I think it makes him out it gives him like nothing, in my opinion. Yeah. Because he like gets lured to a place. He says, "I know this is a trap," and then he gets trapped and then dies. It's like, what do you mean you know this is a trap? And then he gets killed off by some character who just got introduced.
I was gonna say, you could say that his willingness to go there, despite it being a trap, is because he knows he's good. He knows he's fine. Somehow, like he'll know, like, oh, even if this body dies, I'm good. I'll be inside of a mimic.
Yeah, like he's got a backup plan.
Yeah. Depends on how
I don't think
smart
it's a good.
he is.
I don't think it's a good ending for a character at all to be killed by someone who just got introduced in that story. Like Henry did not exist. Like Henry in the games did not exist until FFPS. Like he was never a character until FFPS. Like he was in the books, but that's not the same Henry. That's just books Henry.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's weird to think that William's just dead because of that stupid freaking ending. Whatever. What if we can? What do I know? Hey, chat, you guys can cancel me for that opinion, but that's an opinion. Okay, you cancel me for that.
Yeah. And he's very ambitious, right? Because in the movie he's building the toys, which are probably, killbots in that universe at minimum, and also are highly advanced, regardless of if they're killing people or not. And he also has Circus Baby in 1980 in the movie. So he's clearly very dedicated to this, very smart, very, very advanced, right? So I think that it's not a stretch at all to say that he could have found a way to survive. Because the sheer technology that he comes up with, right, is insane. It's utterly wild, right? At least in the movie universe, we can presume that the toys are actually his creations because he has the blueprints for them. He's working on them. There's eyes on the table. So bare minimum in the movie universe, he's a genius inventor, right? And we can also assume he built Circus Baby in that universe because that's in his office and has similar features to the toys. So
yeah, they literally ask him about the design features. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I would assume he designed them.
that's also true. Yeah, I'm very, very interested to see where they go with his motive. Because I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but I'm only doing it because Matthew Lillard and the director both did. So for those who don't know, Scott and Emma Tammy, when talking to Matthew Lillard about his role as William Afton in the movie, verbally and overtly compared it to Voldemort from Harry Potter. Because, what is it? Okay. Matthew Lillard was very worried about only having like 2 lines in the film. He's like, I'm the main villain. What's this? He talks about this in an interview. And he says that Emma Tammy and Scott Cawthon relate his character to Harry Potter, as Voldemort from Harry Potter. Now, we won't get into Harry Potter, like plot-wise, obviously. But as a general overview...
Voldemort care.
Yeah, as a general overview, right? What is Voldemort as a character? Well, first of all, he's racist. I don't think that applies. But second of all,
well, let's not say anything too soon.
Second of all,
we don't know William's character. He could be.
He's very desperate for immortality, right? That's his main thing. Is he's trying to figure out a way to preserve his life, right? Second thing. Very, very slow-built character that you don't get a lot of insight into early on. So in the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, if you're from the UK, Voldemort only has a couple lines, right? At the very end of the movie, he's like, oh, fuck you, Harry. That's it, though, for the first movie. He doesn't speak much, which is very similar to how Afton is in these first 2 movies. So I'm really hoping...
He's a looming presence.
Yes. And he's the driving force behind everything, right? Everything in the... So that's the main thing here. Why I think it's interesting they're comparing him to Voldemort, because the Sorcerer's Stone getting stolen, that's Voldemort, right? Sirius Black going to Azkaban, that's part of a plot that Voldemort was involved in, the murder of the parents. The Basilisk, Voldemort. The Triwizard Cup, Voldemort. Yes. Everything that goes wrong in Harry Potter is because of Voldemort.
Every movie. Everything.
Yes. Everything that goes wrong.
If I remember correctly, the exact quote was that William is the Voldemort of this franchise.
Yes. So that's why...
he's like the over-looming threat. Oh, sorry. He's like the over-looming threat, and everything leads back to him. Like, everything does.
Yes.
He's the big bad.
So that's why I'm saying...
Every force. He's...
Right? Because they...
Yeah.
Because Emma, Tammy, and Scott told Matthew Lillard, your character is the Voldemort of this series... I think everything that goes wrong in FNaF stems back to Afton. So I would not be surprised at all if David Murray dead, William Afton. What else? Fiona dying at Fall Fest, William Afton. The Mimic
Fiona
and Glitch Trap,
William Afton.
Yep, William Afton. Right? Because in Harry Potter, what they compare him to every single thing that goes life-threateningly wrong stems back to Voldemort. And so I think that Afton is the looming, immortal, hopefully not racist presence.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we can just wait till the third movie.
Could have some surprises.
Just wait till the third movie.
Just wait until the third one. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh
William Afton starts talking about his politics. We're like, no, Afton, stop. He really is Voldemort.
Was that one robot movie where it's like, I think killing people is a good thing. I think he wants to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, he is literally. What's interesting about Harry Potter, though, and they probably didn't mean it this deep, but in the end, Voldemort kills Harry, and then Harry is revived, which is Mike gets killed and then is revived, and then defeats Afton in the end. I don't know if they wanted
That's
it
true.
to be
He's
that
never.
close,
I mean, he's not his son, but
there. No, well, to our knowledge, who knows what JK wants to add?
JK run that brain of hers.
The genius.
Yeah, that shit was chapped.
Her intellect.
Purple Mort. No, Purple Mort.
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah. Man, that was great how J.K. Rowling invented wizard racism in her book for 12-year-olds. Anyway, let's move on.
Kindergarten book.
Yeah, kindergarten book. They have a racial slur in it.
She has an entire part where like the house elves want to be enslaved.
They like being enslaved, and if you unenslave them, you're the bad guy.
JK?
What is this JK blood cooking?
Is she Einstein?
I don't think so.
Is the writing fire? Mm-hmm. No, but yeah. So William is the driving force behind everything.
Everything
bad.
Mm-hmm. So even if he's not
your
there,
first birthday party,
talking,
I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Even if it's not,
I'll be there.
Even if it's not him super present with a bunch of screen time, the shit you do see going wrong stems back to him, comes back to William Afton. So. And I want to apply this because, listen, right, here's the thing, okay? If you apply this to the Silver Eyes trilogy, it also tracks, right? So that's 2 out of 3 continuities, right? So I think that it's not a stretch in the games right now. I think that it's completely possible that even the Pizzaplex era, even the shit that's fucked up there, stems back to Afton, his agony, his remains, okay? Because I don't see why exclusively. That's what I mean. I don't see why exclusively the Mimic would act in the way that it does. It has to be influenced by something.
No,
either
the first trailer for Security Breach, Afton is villainous, and he's sitting here talking. He's like, "You will bring me what I want." Why would the Mimic do that? Yeah. Genuinely, if it didn't have any Afton influence on it, why would the Mimic be? You will bring me. Both of you will burn.
Yeah, and then Vanessa's doing something in the basement with his body. Right, it's in a charging tube. She's got a scooper down there. Probably trying to res his body so we can use his body again, have bodily agency. Yeah. So, and that's a parallel.
Karen,
sorry
maybe.
For slurring. That's a parallel to the fourth closet where circus baby, the daughter, whatever, is doing surgery on William Afton, right? And you contrast that to Vanessa, who was meant to be the daughter figure. Is kind of helping resurrect him in the games, right? Help his body, whatever, be healthy, whatever. So I think that is a really solid idea for his character right now, especially given what is getting done in the movie, right? Mm-hmm. I think
not to mention, what is it? Oh, isn't it John's idea that the new trilogy, the new games are paralleling the trilogy of the novels? Well,
yes.
Who's the villain of every book in the novels? Is it William Afton?
It is, yeah.
Who goes from being Afton to getting Springlock to being Springtrap, and then from Springtrap going to this mad scientist role. So we would be in the mad scientist era, which would be what Vanny's doing with burn trap and stuff.
remember,
So,
this might sound like the musings of a cocaine addict, but hear me out. Scott in his interview says burn trap was never supposed to move. He was supposed to be looming in the background. You'd catch a glimpse of him. That's exactly how Voldemort is in the first couple movies. First movie especially. He's just a background presence. You barely get a couple lines from him, right? Watching over everything, right? It's the same way that the recent news, right? The Mind Flayer from Stranger Things, ending was mid, by the way. But anyway, the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things, right? In season 2, is literally a dialogueless looming presence, right? So the main villain is looming in the background, which is what Burn Trap was supposed to do in Security Breach. So I still think that it is Afton at play in the modern era.
Yeah.
I still think so.
Yeah.
Question is, will they kill him after this?
They'll probably allude to his death, but they'll probably leave enough open for him to come back. I like Fazent's idea that what's gonna happen is it's gonna parallel Frights, where he takes control of an amalgamation, which would be the Blob, and then they defeat that with the the puppet or something, which I could see happening. I just hope they don't go the route of the Mind Flayer, where there's like so many animatronics he can call upon, and he's like, "Oh,
he's not doing it.
I'm not gonna defend myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna defend myself."
Brief Stranger Things rant real quick. Spoilers for the Stranger Things finale, but it's been out for a few days, so you've seen it by now. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like how they just retcon the Mind Flayer. It's like this giant smoky creature in the first couple seasons, and then it's just an actual, just normal like organism in the finale. Unless that was just like its flesh body and it exists in the ether somewhere, but in that case they, killed a certain character for nothing, because Mind Flayer will just come back and murder everybody again. It was chopped. Anyways, the reason I'm bringing up the movie so much, I know people are contentious about using the movie for lore, but I do think you can use the movie for character work, at least to see kind of what Scott's thinking in the realm of that. Because even if William's not exactly the same in the movies and the games, it's at least similar enough where it's the same character. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be called William Afton. So, So for instance, Peter Parker Spider-Man between continuities, right? Unless the story specifically tells you, like, this is meant to be a different evil Spider-Man, Peter Parker is still Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire Peter Parker acts like Andrew Garfield Peter Parker acts like Tom Holland Peter Parker, to enough of an extent that they're all clearly Spider-Man, even though they're different Spider-Men, right? Oh, but TJ, you can't use outside media. I hate you guys. Anyways, media literacy doesn't exist in FNaF. There's only FNaF literacy.
Guys, media literacy's dead.
But my main thing here is what we can hop into now, is now that we've kind of discussed William Afton's motives. William Afton is Peter Parker confirmed. Wait, that's true. Now that we've discussed the Afton character, which is, hey, desperate to survive, his plan is create as much agony, create as much remnant as possible, right? Create agony, create remnant, cling to life, survive, 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 be immortal. This is what he wants, right? Very similar to Voldemort, who he's directly compared to. Let's go into some expectations for what we could see in the FNaF 3 movie as far as William Afton's character goes. And we will start doing that as soon as I go upstairs and get my Wendy's. So, FREDD'N, while you are here, why don't you think of something about William Afton in FNaF 3 and just tell chat. I'll be about a minute.
Oh, we're talking about William Afton in FNaF 3
movie. Yep.
All right, guys. William Afton FNaF 3 movie. He's going to be the bad guy. Like, does anyone disagree with me here? Guys, you can cancel me for this opinion, but I genuinely think William Afton's going to be the bad guy. So basically, Springtrap was at the end of the Spring Trapper. That's my nickname for him. I came up with it yesterday. But basically, He's gonna be the villain because he's Springtrap, guys. Come on. But let's be for real now. We're all thinking about toy kill bots, aren't we? Come on. Hey. In chat, put your hand up and say I if you're thinking about toy kill bots right now, dude. Okay? But friends, stop bouncing. Nah, never, dude. Never. You don't own me. But I think it's either Spring Freddy. Rosbowski came up with a really good theory where he said it was going to be Spring Freddy. So basically, I think Spring Freddy could be the villain, but William Afton most definitely is. He's definitely going to kill Vanessa and Mike Schmidt. Most definitely.
Okay, what are you talking about?
IDK.
Chat, what'd he say? Spit it out. Soda stab.
I said, I mentioned toy kill bots. And then I said something about FNaF 3 Spring Freddy.
This shit's good. Okay, so, anyway. What I wanted to touch on here was, again, behind the scenes movie stuff, right? Just from cast interviews. We'll get to more about the games in a sec, but I think the movie, as far as character goes, is important. Have you seen the new Squawk's new video? I'm sorry, I spent 7 hours playing Marvel Rivals yesterday because I deranked, so I still haven't had the chance.
7 hours? 9 hours? Dude, close to 10 hours, dude. Trying to nerf it right now. No,
Again,
I saw those hours. He was unemployed final boss, chat. You don't understand, dude. I could smell him through my microphone. Dude.
Ash Blossom
horrible.
Grippers.
It was horrible.
Nice. It's a great message. Anyway, so he says, right? I think Matthew, something in the realm of this, something akin to this. When he's on stage at Comic-Con or whatever it was, Matthew Lillard goes, "Hey, make sure the movie does well," right? That's what he says. He says, "Make sure the second movie does well, because then I get to have something akin to this." He says, "I get to have my one-on-one with Mike, right? Mano a mano to the games, all right? Where Springtrap is the main antagonist, the only one there. So I believe, unless they fuck it up to a degree that is unfathomable, that the main plot point in FNaF 3 will be Mike Schmidt talking to and learning about William Afton Springtrap. That'll be the main twist, main plot thread, or whatever." So, William Afton gets Springtrapped, he gets taken to Fazbear Frights, Michael Afton learns about that and goes to him. What do we think, based on the other continuities, when William is one-on-one with the protagonists, particularly Silver Eyes, what do we think he's going to talk about when he's one-on-one with Mike in FNaF 3?
What is he going to talk about?
I think very clearly that's going to, because listen, this is going to be the Voldemort encounter, right? They compare it to Harry Potter, as I said. So this FNaF 3 is going to be where he has the most screen presence, the most time talking to Mike Schmidt.
That's true.
And if you're thinking about Harry Potter, you learn so much about Voldemort. The entire 6th book is Harry going into all of Voldemort's old memories.
Yeah, and we know that Henry's friends with Mike's friends with Henry now. Mm-hmm. So we could use Henry as Harry looked through the the little puddle that
Pensive.
Showed him that or whatever. So I'm guessing that Henry's going to be the pensive of this universe. So I'm guessing our exposition.
Hopefully he's alive.
Well, I think. Okay, I saw someone say that you know how the Faz Talker was in the last movies in credits, the "Come Find Me." Well, that the Faz Talker doesn't show up until halfway through the movie. Mm-hmm. So the line at the end of the credits of Henry maybe dying that could be not until like the middle of the FNaF 3 movie, right? Like that could be placed at any point in the FNaF 3 movie.
Whoa. Someone called JRT Reads to subscribe. You're ripping off my name. That's TD Reads to you, buddy.
Get this guy out of here. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. But, so I think he's going to get the exposition through Henry, who's going to be like, all right, well, I heard William Afton's back, so I got to tell you when I saw the devil sitting next to me.
Counterpoint, though.
Basically, William was a bad guy.
William loves to talk about himself. In the Silver Eyes and in the FNaF 1 movie, he's an absolute yap box. In the Silver Eyes, he's like, your father's creation sucked ass. In the FNaF 1, he's like, your sister will love it here. First I killed your brother. Right? So I think there's going to be a more complex discussion there.
But I can't imagine him like sitting down and being like, hey, Mike, I got to tell you something. Mike, hey, before I kill you, buddy, let me tell you about when I was with Henry. You're going to want to sit down for this, Mike. No, I think he's going to like,
it's going to be some kind of like, I am springtrap thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, you might get stuff like that. Yeah, like when he was trying to kill Charlie through in the books, and the whole time he was like, you think my spring locks would be as poorly designed as your father's?
That kind of stuff.
I'm not William anymore. Or when he kidnapped, he could kidnap a character like how he kidnapped Jessica and just like kept her there, and he was like, Jessica, I'm gonna explain everything to you. Specifically.
He could kidnap Abby.
Yeah, he'd be like, before I kill you, Jessica, or before I kill you, Abby, I got something to tell you. You're not gonna like it.
Yeah. Because remember, by the third movie, that actress will be like, what, 15, 16 probably? If they take 2 or 3 more years to do it. I don't know how old Piper Rubio is.
Yeah.
But old enough to receive an exposition overload from the writers. So.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you might talk to Abby.
Do we think
Anyways,
the Phantoms? Do we think the Phantoms are also from William Afton, or is it literally just hallucinations?
The Phantoms?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be, so if it's Mike who's the guard, like Schmidt, or I think in the games, I think the Phantoms are based upon the experiences of the person. Like what they saw, and they kind of like take the form of that, because like in what was it, What We Found, the Phantoms took the form of like Hudson's like past, or he was like scared of the Chica thing, so it became Chica,
I think
or something, if I remember correctly. So I think if the Phantoms, and they might just do what they did with the Wizards in the FNaF 3 movie and just be like, the Phantoms are here, oh, they're just prototypes of hallucinations. Like Vanessa's gonna be like, hey, you seeing stuff? Hey, it's okay, and not really explain them at all. But I think if they do explain them, that will be the explanation. They'll be like, Mike, you saw the Wizards. You were facing off against them, and you saw the toys. Ooh, they were in your house. So they could do something like that. Michael O2K prototypes of hallucinations. Yeah, sure. It's a truth nuke, and I think Wendy's might be involved.
Just the purple guys.
But that's like my personal headcanon, because you know, like the chocolate frosty.
That's pretty fire.
Like it's got lore implications. Like people don't really like to talk about it, but it does have lore implications. Okay. And many people aren't privy to that.
So I think because Circus Baby exists, I think remnant research is certainly being done by William Afton. So I think
William Afton, full experimenter.
Yeah, I think this movie is where that stuff's going to start to come out. It's where that kind of information. And I think that will be exposited by William himself, because I don't think Henry knows about it. I don't think Henry knows about Remnant yet. So I think that kind of talk is either going to be discovered by Mike or revealed by William Afton. So
that's true.
Hopefully we also get the resolution to Garrett.
It could be revealed by Vanessa. Vanessa might have knowledge of the Shreddy chair. And she could be like, I'm going to tell you why my father... Remember that chair you were locked in? I'm gonna tell you why my father built it, and Mike's gonna be like, didn't I tell you to leave me the hell alone? Why are you still talking to me?
Yeah.
I hate you, by the way. Dude, Mike did like a total 180, in my opinion. He was on a date with her before, and that
Well,
was,
I just don't like that's just because the writing wasn't very tight. But we've talked about that
Yeah,
for 3
no, that was a
streams, so
writing
we're not even gonna get into it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Vanessa might bring up the shreddy chair. She's like, I got something to tell you. I know your secret, your dirty little secret.
On a more meta level, right? I think it's the whole Voldemort discussion was interesting about how that's what his character's based on. If you go back to slasher villains, right, which I think he's also based on, those characters also are very, very, very lingering, right? So Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, the whole thing of their movies is they're fucking around forever. They're so hard to kill. They're impossible to fucking kill, those guys. They just keep coming back,
Yeah.
right? And I think that William Afton is either a parody of that or just another version of that, where Scott Cawthon's deliberately writing a villain that is incredibly hard for the cast to get rid of. Keeps coming back, right? Most, and this is honestly most horror icons, right? Pennywise, for example, before the Losers Club, that shit was around forever. It's literally an ancient creature. So most horror icons are evil characters that are a lingering presence. Very hard to get rid of. And I think based on everything I've heard in interviews and the movies and the games, that's what Scott's going for with Afton. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. This may shock a few, but William Afton is the bad guy.
I don't believe it. He will care.
Hey, I like being controversial. Okay? That's controversy. All right? Chat, you can cancel me for that. Okay, you can cancel T-Dreads for that.
Yep.
But you can't cancel both of us.
Yeah, I think Withered Circle's kind of on the right track right there, where it's kind of his character might be a representation of true evil, which obviously will never leave the world. There's always going to be.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there's always going to be people who are le bad. So.
That's true. I think I was watching a Chazington video where he said that, and I was like, oh yeah, it's true. It's truth nuke.
Truth nuke, guys.
Yeah, his catchphrase is "I always come back." Remember, he got that catchphrase in the game where he supposedly died forever.
Unless you count the FNaF 3 trailer. Oh.
No, I think it doesn't that just say he comes back. He always does. So it does. It's not the exact catchphrase.
Yeah, because if you think about it, this whole debate might be stupid. Him saying "I always come back" in FNaF 6 might literally be like, "Hey, if you kill me right now, I'm good." That might just be what he's like. I've already got backup plans.
Yeah,
like
he's confident.
He's not scared.
He's confident that he can leave the scrap trap body and still be fine. Because that's what he did. He left the William Afton body and became Springtrap.
Yeah.
That was him coming back. He came back from death. So he thinks he can just die again and it'll be fine. So, and I mean, again, the final cutscene in UCN is you leaving Golden Freddy as it's still agonizingly sitting there. Like it's shaking in pain, watching you leave, like as it goes into the abyss. Like you're leaving, you're getting farther away from it.
That's interesting.
It's from your view.
That's actually a cool point. The perspective
and you
of
get that from beating UCN, for beating 50-20.
From playing the hardest difficulty, not letting go. Look at the stuff he's willing to put up with, right, to survive.
Technically, it's 49-20, but you know what?
But yeah. But he's
and yeah.
UCN can literally be an allegory for how desperate he is to be immortal. He's willing to put up with all this shit, keep fighting, never stop, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's true, but they don't want to hear the truth. It's okay. You can cancel me for that. Will just wants a happiest day. Well, I don't know about that one.
So last thing on the narrative end, it would be... Let me take a sip of my Coke. Hold on. I am interested to see what you think about the whole use of AI, use of technology. Because we have him saying, Scott Cawthon says, possession of AI is an angle I want to look at.
Because he likes supernatural sci-fi.
Yes, but I'm curious. is William Afton actually like wanting to do this, or is it a last resort, right? Because now he has to share his mind space with something else, right? So in Springtrap, aside from him having to walk in the direction of sound, he's pretty much still William Afton, right? But if he's attached to the that's it. I bet
he's
that's
attached
it.
to the mimic. He's
That's
not bound by
no.
programming.
That's it. That's his plan. That's it. I got it. Glitch Trap is a pit stop. He knows he doesn't want to be in Glitch Trap forever, which is why he's having Vanessa resurrect Burn Trap's body. He's trying to take just the Afton out and give that a body in Burn Trap. So right now he's in Glitch Trap, he's sharing Glitch Trap with M2, M1, whatever, right? That's why Burn Trap's in a charging pod in the basement, getting remnant juice pumped into him by Vanessa Scooper. He's trying to put himself back. It's a pit stop. He's trying to get himself back, his own agency, his own body.
Yep.
That's it.
Because the whole thing was he was bound by his programming in the Scott Games era.
That's why Glitch Trap and Burn Trap are two different things. That's why they're two different designs. Burn Trap is his goal. Yep. Glitch Trap is dead. I'm aware of this. Burn Trap is also presumably alive, though. So,
to be fair, Glitch Trap dies at a point. We don't know when he dies. We just know that at some point Vanny squishes Glitch Trap. But I would say that he's probably dead sooner than later because we want to get to the pure Afton, which would be like the final villain.
But my thing is, right?
He's like back.
If we assume, I'm going to assume Burn Trap's a real character because his claw marks are around and all that stuff, right? I think this is probably what he's going for.
Yeah.
I think it's Glitch both and Burn Trap, whatever. I think that William Afton knows he's going to be good after FNaF 6, right? He's somehow attached to the Mimic Code. He has his essence, his spirit attached to the Mimic Code in Glitch Trap. And he is influencing Vanessa and Gregory, saying, hey, you will bring me what I want. And what he wants is his own body, so he doesn't need to be dependent on this AI code anymore. He doesn't want to share a body with some other consciousness. That's what Burn Trap's supposed to be. He getting his own body back, his own agency back. I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that's it too.
Voldemort! In the first book, Voldemort fucking hates sharing a body with Professor Quirrell. He's desperate to get the Sorcerer's Stone. He says, bring me the stone! It's a parallel to Voldemort again.
He Quirrell, and then Voldemort's still around.
Yeah.
And then Voldemort gets agency
It's another parallel to Voldemort, like Emma, Tammy, and Scott told Matthew Lillard. He has to share a body with this thing and needs somebody to bring him something so he can get his own body back. I think that's exactly what this is. I think it's...
Wait, we're Einstein.
Dude. This is one of... Dude, T-Dreads is honestly genius, guys. Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. I think that's it.
Chat, dude.
Yeah. Why don't you bring me that stone in your pocket? Yeah, he wants...
This is the purple guy's son.
He's figuring out a way to come back to his own form. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. That's what we're going. That's his plan. Look, you see what I have written on screen chat? What is his plan? That's it. Yeah, he's trying to get...
We're like Albert and Einstein.
We're like Albert and Einstein. Yeah. And chat, me bringing up the Harry Potter shit isn't me just going like geek mode from my childhood. This is deliberately something the director of the series told to Matthew Lillard as notes for his character.
Yeah.
So, this is in a Matthew Lillard interview. Albert Epstein. All right, chat. Let's wrap it up. I've seen the meme they're talking. I've seen the meme they're talking about. I think this I think this
Willie Afton is Glitch Trap.
I think this Afton blood is Glitch Trap. I think this Afton blood is Burn Trap. I think we are gonna turn him into Vanessa and Gregory.
Oh my gravy.
Holy pig.
Dude, we're geniuses. Telling you, dynamic duo. What did we come up with? Killbots than this? Come on.
Dude, we've never been wrong about anything, even once.
Try to stop them.
Okay. What next then? Because that was our last narrative. That was good. I like what we did there. I think that is definitely a plotline we can see happening. Is Burn Trap the plot of Security Breach is William Afton knowing, hey, I'm cooked. I died in FNaF 6. I got attached to this thing, and then I got to re-put myself back into my own body.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Toys for Tower. That is true. And
is that why we see the green and purple
purple
tied together so much? Because they are a symbiotic relationship between the Mimic and Afton. That's a great call.
And then Burn Trap's completely purple.
Yeah, Burn Trap's color scheme is completely purple. Purple smoke flying out. And then, Jungle Boy says that, yeah, Matthew Lillard keeps saying the movie's packed with lore. He keeps insisting it's for lore. The actor keeps insisting.
Those who know Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy, I got a video you might want to watch.
Yeah,
it's okay. But yeah, no, I think that's Afton's plan. What is his plan? We know it.
Yeah, getting himself his own body back, which is again a parallel to Voldemort, which Emma Tammy directly calls out.
I'm wondering if in the third movie he's gonna figure out that Springtrap is bound to programming, and he's gonna they're gonna set it up with they're gonna be, because let's be for real, there's gonna be more than 3 movies. These are cash cow movies, right?
You know the hilarious part,
let's be
though,
on God.
This happens in the books.
What?
This happens in the books. He's desperate to have surgery done on him by the daughter figure to get his own body back because he doesn't like being in Springtrap anymore. There you go. This is what's happening.
John was right.
John was right. I think that's his plan.
Oh my God, John FNaF, you genius! You Einstein.
He dreads putting new lore in the thumbnail, and it was actually true this time. Holy pig.
Oh my goodness.
So, all right, chat. Now I'm gonna lev with you guys, okay? Here we go, chat. It's January. Ad rates are low. Your boy's got to find a way to make his bag. So I am now opening us up to the questions segment, right? And the theories about William Afton, all right? So I'll pick a couple from chat, and then anyone that donates like $2 USD with a question or a theory, Fred and I will talk about it for a bit. I'm really hoping we don't get like 40 of them, and people are way more willing to do this than I thought, because then I'm going to have to be here for like 3 hours. But we'll open it up to questions. Otherwise, I'll pick a couple from chat right now, just at the start. What are some questions you guys have about William Afton in terms of the lore, in terms of his story, or whatever? So. And obviously, that's no one has to donate. This is just an opportunity to get like you ever the Disney Fast Pass? That's what it is. Okay.
The Disney Fast Pass.
The Disney Fast Pass.
Yeah, T-Drives is a subscription service now.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, Buster. Is Afton a Sigma? Of course, that's one. Oh, that's a good one. Why do we think Mexus has the green and purple colors?
This the purple guy's son.
Sorry, my phone's ringing. Yeah, okay, so that's what, So one of the questions
Mexus?
is...
Really?
Yeah, it does. Mexus, so it's chromatic aberration between green and purple. Interestingly, the screen for Princess Quest 3. Princess Quest 3 only, not the first two. When you hit start, it also aberrates between green and purple.
Well, we do know Princess Quest is connected to Glitch Trap and stuff. So
yeah. Mexus,
that would explain the
Mexus is very interesting.
Mexus. So let's think about Mexus for a second, right? It's obviously very Afton coded. It's literally a purple rabbit, right? Yeah. And then it's got the purple and green, which implies that there's Glitch Trap influence in it, but it keeps Glitch Trap but it keeps the Mimic away. Could Mexus have been made? Could Mexus have been made by Afton to get the Mimic out of Glitch Trap?
To suppress the Mimic so he could be more free? And that's why it's a rabbit, and that's why it's a rabbit.
Yeah.
Well, the actual computer...
And basically, he hijacked Fiona's plan.
The Mex's computer has to be built by Edwin. We know that. The actual computer. But we don't see the rabbit in Ruin. Or sorry, in Secret of the Mimic.
Because...
we don't see the rabbit in Secret of the Mimic.
Because Secret of the Mimic, we see Mexis, right? And basically, Mexis is a part of Fiona's plan to suppress the Mimic. Or what was it? It was to... What does it actually do to the Mimic? Because if it puts it to sleep, because we see David go to sleep.
Chat, what does Mexis... What does Fiona say Mexis will do to the Mimic? You say it keeps it safe or something?
Yeah, come on. It's something like that. Because she wants the M2 to be David, right? Which is what we see in the storytime ending. So I would assume it has something to do with that, right?
It said keep boundaries.
Her like
it would
goal.
Protect it.
Yeah, they call it cradle. It's a cradle.
Put boundaries on it.
So it's the cradle for a baby, and David was a baby. Like David was a little kid.
But yeah, so Mexis's jump scare has green and purple chromatic aberration on it.
I would assume that Mexis was originally made by Fiona to suppress the Mimic, right? And then William Afton took it over, made it the which is why you have the green, which
do you think that's what the Help Wanted 2 ending
Fiona's
is?
son
It's
green.
Afton taking it and tampering with it. Do you think that's what the ending of Help Wanted 2 is?
It could be.
Yeah. It's Afton taking it and he's going to mess with it. Yeah.
Because it does look like a Phasant van. Like, it doesn't have the Phasant stuff on the side, but it's like
Romeo, just watched the newest video. Do we think Chica's secret party is genuinely fake or maybe something leaked ahead of time? It seems a little elaborate to be fake given the gameplay screenshot.
Just watched the newest video.
There is...
Chica's secret
talk about the DJ Sturf thing?
I thought something leaked ahead of time. It seems a little elaborate to be fake.
I was going to say the DJ Sturf. Because I was like a pure believer that it was like a troll and like fake. Like I was like, true. Eat your Wendy's. Hey, baby girl. I'll talk about it.
Yeah, yo.
So I thought that it was like completely fake when it first came out, but then DJ Sturf on stream, I don't know if you guys know this, but he went on stream and he was specifically talking about how much you need to read that chapter. So I think it might actually have more importance than we thought, and I talked about that in my newest video.
What if William intentionally allowed Elizabeth to die to fulfill
So I don't think
purpose?
It's completely a troll anymore. I think there's more to it than we thought.
What if William intentionally allowed Elizabeth to die to fulfill her purpose? Thanks so much, Frontier. I had a theory on this a while back. It is interesting given that in the movie, they kind of have that shot where Vanessa's staring up at Circus Baby, and then the following line is, you have a purpose, right? Or the preceding line, one of the two. So, I think it could be, it's very complex if that's the case. But of course, there's the whole, like, reverse psychology thing, and he built it to look like her because he wants her to go near it. All that stuff. Fulfill her purpose. I mean, the funny part is, right? And this follows the narrative through line we were talking about, right? In theory, let's say this is the case, okay? Well, what is William Afton doing, right? We've just discussed. He's going into Burn Trap, which is sharing a body with a AI, and then putting himself back together. That's what he has to do to himself. Well, what's Circus Baby? It's the trial. Elizabeth is forced to share the same vessel as an AI, and then Michael puts her back together. So it's an experiment because William knows how he's going to make himself immortal later on.
To do it.
Yep, it's a test run.
That's why William sent him to do it.
And that's why William himself's not doing it, right? It's the same thing. Hey, one of my kids, subjects, will do this for me because later I won't be able to do it myself. I need to know that I can teach other people to do it. So Elizabeth might be a test run for what William's going to do to himself in Burn Trap later, right? Hey, I'm going to have to share this body with an AI, and I'm going to have to go into my own body later. So I'm going to make my child die, share a body with an AI, and then have someone who is acting as my lackey go and put them in their own body, give them their own agency. So like I said, this whole narrative through line thing, it really works. So I've thought about that, Frontier. Now, the question is Scott that good of a writer? Probably not. But...
Well, to be fair, we know that Help Wanted was in development since Sister Location.
Oh.
Like we
It
know,
could be then.
like we don't know how much. We don't know how much it was in development. To be fair, but I'm pretty sure by the end of Sister Location, he found Steelwool, the company. Don't quote me on that. You can cancel me for that, chat, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I think that he could have definitely had the ideas of Glitch Trap planted in his mind by the time of by the end of Sister Location.
That's so interesting.
By custom night. By custom night.
If that's what Sister Location is supposed to be, if it's the test run for what William knows he's gonna do to himself later, trapped with the AI, then you have to get put back together. That's the whole point of putting people back together. He's doing test runs.
Yeah.
Crazy. Always wondered why Scott felt the need to clarify that only Nightmare Balloon Boy was canon and what it actually meant for the story he was trying to tell. Not
I actually have
exactly
an idea
a
about
William
that.
question, but we'll address it. Go ahead, Fred. Keep the
I
questions
have
coming, chat.
So basically, what we learn in FNaF 4 is that the gameplay parallels FNaF 1, right?
Oh.
We get the FNaF 1 phone call, right? And that's to lead us to the conclusion that the FNaF 1 player is also the FNaF 4 player, despite what the movies are trying to tell you, right? So what would you think then? So then we get the Foxy plush in the closet, right? In the Foxy plush in the closet, you have to shine a flashlight onto Foxy enough times in order to get him to go away. Well, in FNaF 2, you have to shine a flashlight on Foxy in order for him to go away. And then you get Nightmare Balloon Boy
Do we have any
paired
game
up with
evidence that
Springtrap to show you. And what game do we have Balloon Boy and Springtrap in the same game? Like their mechanics are connected to each other. FNaF 3. FNaF 3, we have Springtrap who's lured around by Balloon Boy's voice. So I think that's to tell us that whoever this FNaF 4 player is present at not only FNaF 1 and 2, but also 3.
A cool idea. Do we have any evidence?
Mike is the fright guard.
Do we have any game evidence that Miss Afton left William? I never really bought into the whole Ballora is Miss Afton thing, by the way, would smash. Bruh.
Oh, okay, that's crazy.
Ballora has breasts.
Ballora is Miss Afton because the fun times represent the Afton family.
I think that's true. Evidence that Mrs. Afton left William. Well, I think their relationship might be a bit rocky if he was rotting behind a wall for 30 years or 15 years or whatever. I mean, given the fact that we don't have any evidence that Mrs. Afton even exists, we also don't have evidence that she left him. Aside from the FNaF movies where there's some portraits of Mrs. Afton on the wall, you never see her face, which is interesting. In all the portraits of Mrs. Afton in their family photos, she's like turned away and stuff.
That could be because they're planning for Mrs. Afton to be in the third film through flashbacks, and they don't have an actor in mind yet. So they wanted to make sure that her face wasn't in any of the portraits, so we wouldn't didn't have to
all right.
on her appearance.
Tom Game Theory, get off your alt. Mike has no brother. William tricks him. You just get banned from the Nintendo. That's William guilt.
The
Mike,
TV? Perhaps the TV?
William tricks him.
See, that would be
using
some
advanced
Death Note
Nintendo.
shit, dude. If
That's
that's actually what he's doing, that would be that would be absurd. He
location to
gaslit him
fix
into thinking he had a
Elizabeth.
brother. That'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be insane. What would this be? Mike Victim?
No, it would be the robot victim. His brother isn't even real. He creates a brother purposely to guilt trip him. Yeah, he creates a fake brother to purposefully guilt trip him. That's so
Okay,
chopped.
that's actually insane.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Tom, get on this.
Andrew from reception had to move me from room 1280 to 1279. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that.
Do not finish.
I'm not reading
Andrew
the
from reception had to move.
What is that username, dude? Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Thank you for the $10, but lock in.
Someone needs to investigate that guy. Okay, that's ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy.
What if Cradle.exe was meant to contain DM's spirit?
Who's DM?
Wait, who's DM?
Am I stupid? David Murray. We're fucking idiots.
Oh,
David
yeah,
Murray.
we're actually stupid.
we're like direct
David
messages.
Murray's spirit? I don't know. Her whole plan is that she wants M2 to be David. So I don't think she would want him to not be David. Like if David Spirit's in, unless she wants him to be AI David and hates human
also,
David,
Voldemort
then killed
being
human
racist
David. I don't
does
know.
make sense. He is Wizard Hitler, like how Palpatine is Space Hitler.
Creamy Sheev. I mean, I can't deny what he said. I mean, he's not wrong.
We can't deny.
He's not wrong.
Because like the whole like Harry Potter trilogy is kind of a parallel to that event, or not
Well,
trilogy.
J.K.
series,
Rowling's
like
kind
a parallel,
of
like
chapped, but
Yeah, I don't know if J.K. Rowling thought of that. But
no, I think she was just like, what if I put racism in my book for 12-year-olds? This is peak.
But we can't deny what you said. But amazing wording. Palpatine wasn't racist. He probably was. I would not put it past Palpatine to be racist.
What did I walk into? This guy just joined to hear the H-bomb. My goodness gracious.
Oh,
all right, well,
God.
while we wait for the next questions, what are some other things William does? Oh, well, there it is. Oh, loved your theory tier list. Thank you so much, dude. That was a hard video to make. We worked hard on that one, so I appreciate it. People did not get as mad as I thought they would at that video, which is good. Okay, so thank you, Unbuttered Comedy. What else was I gonna say? Okay, other things that William Afton does as a character in the books that might kind of enlighten us to his plans in the games, right? So, I guess we could start with the Silver Eyes. Does he have any particular plan in the Silver Eyes? He doesn't, besides monitoring Freddy's. So why do we think he's there? Because he's Dave. He's just a security guard going around. So why is he doing
Charlie?
that?
It could be because of Charlie. Because he knows he killed Charlie, and then he sees Charlie, and then Charlie's back in town. I would assume that the reason he's there is something to do with Charlie.
Okay, but does he know? So you think he already knows Charlie exists and might come investigate?
Was going to make a joke about
well, he knows the Charlie bots
FNaF
exist.
H-Man, but then
well, he does because
H-Man probably
they play off the scene as him being creepy because Charlie's like a high schooler in the Silver Eyes, right, or something. There's a scene where William looks at her and goes, "You are something beautiful," and you're supposed to think he's being a weirdo, but that's just because he's like, "Wow, you're an invention. That's crazy. Like what the technology that goes into, you know what I mean? That's what he means."
Yeah, like he knows all that.
Yeah.
I was starting to reread the Silver Eyes. It's crazy how planned out the Charlie bot thing was, with the whole like the closets and stuff like that. Like I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. Wait, Scott Cawthon can write sometimes.
I think the project is entered. Right? I think the project is putting Elizabeth back together, like we said. That's the project, is putting Elizabeth back together because he's going to do that later on to himself. What the interesting thing that you say there, Saren, about the Mimic and entered is that the only one, correct me if I'm wrong, the only time that Elizabeth is mimicked is by entered. Elizabeth's voice is mimicked by entered specifically.
Yep.
So that's not a bad idea.
So, I mean, hey, John FNaF, baby mimic.
True.
That's, it's cool emoji.
Chat, by the way, we got like 600 viewers. You guys should go ahead and leave a like on the stream because that helps it blow up in the algorithm after the video's out. Thanks, guys. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else then?
And go leave a like on FREDD'N's newest video.
We were going in the sense that... Is the Vanny mask the Elder Wand? I don't know how that would...
Perhaps?
You only get it by killing its previous owner?
But what's the cloak?
That's gotta be the
ring?
Glitch Trap plush.
Oh,
okay.
Of course. It's genius!
It's genius, of course! Wait, who's Ron?
It's genius.
Okay.
Why didn't I think of that?
So, what did I want to cover? Oh, yes. Okay. So, William Afton, in the Silver Eyes, is spawn camping the mall. And he's walking around it presumably before... Because
oh my God.
It's gotta be the same guy making all these accounts, dude.
No, it's definitely the same guy, dude.
Yeah,
Somebody's investigate this guy, dude. What is this? What is this? This is not okay. Chat, don't get ideas. It's not okay. It's bad. We don't like that.
Yeah, if it gets too sus, I'm gonna have to put a stop to it. But for now, it's okay. Money's money, So, all right. So why? All right, chat. Let's brainstorm, chat. So what we're doing here is kind of what we've done throughout the stream. is we've kind of taken some motivations and plans William has in other continuities and applied them to the games, right? And it's been pretty good so far. We had the immortality thing with glitch trap and burn trap. So let's think about this, right? Because this is in the movie too. The movie and the Silver Eyes. So 2 out of 3 continuities at least. Why do we think William Afton keeps track of the old pizzerias? And in particularly in the Silver Eyes, he's physically there monitoring himself every night as the security guard for them all.
How much of Ennard is just baby/Elizabeth? Otherwise, why does kicking baby?
Do you think he does what he did to the Charlie's gang, like to other people, like invites them in and then gets them killed by the animatronics? Like how he does with the night guards in the movie.
How much of Ennard is just baby and Elizabeth? Otherwise, why does... I think the fact that they have the baby voice, which is overtly trying to kill you, saying the same lines as the Elizabeth voice, I think you're meant to infer it's emotional manipulation for Mike to let him inside the room. I don't think it's actually Elizabeth. Sorry, what did you just say? I ignored you.
Me?
Yeah.
I said, so he probably just does what he did at Charlie's gang to other people, like how he has night guards in the movie to kill.
So he just
like
keeps luring people into Freddy's to kill them?
He lures them in and kills them.
It could be.
That's why he's so privy to know that the animatronics don't care what age you are, as long as you look like an adult. That means he had to have seen that before.
Who do you think Afton would main in Marvel Rivals?
That the animatronics didn't care that 17-year-olds broke in.
Afton would play Penny Parker, Doctor for sure. In a suit. Explanation for the Shreddy Fast Chair. I think what FREDD'N just said. He's collecting people to murder. All right, let's read what Jack said
experiments. About it. It's killing people in the most agonizing way.
William stays in the Silver Eyes to be with the animatronics. He wants to feel like he's part of something because they worship the yellow rabbit. Oh, my foot fell asleep. Hey, when that happens. Okay.
No, dude. T-Dread's you and feet, dude.
Bruh.
But,
okay. He doesn't go into the group goes in. That's true. He stays patrolling the perimeter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm trying to think then, because as William, you gotta be keeping track around the mall for some reason, right? But unlike in the movies, right? Dave Miller does not have the power to hire people to go work there. In fact, no one's working there. So is he hoping for random teenagers to come along and find it in the wall? It's got to be some other reason. He's got to be...
Okay.
Is he afraid someone's going to get out or that someone's going to go in? That could be it. He could be afraid someone will investigate.
We know that he... Oh, maybe. Yeah, he could stop people from snooping in. That's true. Hey, truth, Nick. Do we know in the Silver Eyes? I don't remember. Are we ever told who owns the property? Because it's a mall. Like a mall was built around it.
Yeah,
right?
It can't just be Afton. Oh my god.
Like who owned who's keeping this property?
I don't want to talk.
Movies,
I don't want to think about the implications of William Afton still owning the building when the mall is built around. I don't want to think about the implications. No thanks.
The Pizzaplex.
No thanks.
Well, hey, think about it. Glitch Trap is in control of that.
Wait, that's true. 720 viewers.
So
clapping hands emojis, guys. I think this is the most I've ever gotten for a non like trailer release stream or something. So clapping hands. 720 viewers.
Holy
nice.
peak.
All right. So the next thing William does, I'm actually going to pull up the Silver Eyes PDF right now. Go ahead and read this donation from Scared, or whatever, and I will do some Silver Eyes investigation.
FNaF 2 Carousel has chipped
so
paint.
FNaF 2 Carousel has chipped paint and
what if
I know I'm reading it right now.
From the
FNaF 2 Carousel has chipped paint and the 4 classic characters. What if it's a reused attraction from the first Freddy's established 83? What if the crying child once wrote it? What if it was his favorite? So that would explain the security logbook page, but there's also a darker, more terrifying explanation. And and it's
Is movie
Charlie
Afton's
82. But you
objective
guys
any
wouldn't like
different
that,
from game
so I'm not going to
Afton?
talk about it
Does
too
the
much.
Elizabeth
But yeah,
slash
if it isn't
Vanessa
Charlie 82, it's got to be that.
consolidation change
It's got to have come
anything?
from an 83 location
It's the purple
because there's no other
son.
explanation.
Is movie Afton's
Is
objective...
movie Afton's...
yep.
Oh.
I got this one.
Sorry,
Any
I thought you were
different
still
from
eating.
game Afton? Does the Elizabeth and Vanessa consolidation change anything? So Fred and I were actually talking about this earlier. We think this might be intentional in the sense that, like, they are supposed to be very, very, very similar, right? What I used for this was Harry Potter. Sorry, blah, 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 I'm dumb as fuck. Spider-Man. I'm sorry, we talk about Harry Potter so much. Spider-Man, for example, right? Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield are different Spider-Men from different universes, but they are all clearly Spider-Man. They have similar
It's the
goals,
purple
similar
guy's
characteristics. And unless the continuity is telling you that it's meant to be like an evil version of that character, it's not, right? So Darth Vader, for example, Darth Vader from Star Wars in the extended universe and the movies is still Darth Vader, unless specified otherwise. So I think that they are meant to be characters that will behave almost exactly the same. Otherwise, they wouldn't all be William Afton. You wouldn't call them the same character. So I think that the differences between what happens... Oh, look, this one's wholesome. Kira's is the best FNaF YouTuber. Bro, locked in. He locked in. Let's go.
Wait, that's so locked in, dude. That's so awesome.
Low-key ran out of accounts.
like
Hope
to
I
see
gave you some
redemption
laughs,
arc.
but the homeless guy I was stealing money from ran out. Chat, let's all get a W redemption in the chat for this guy, whoever this guy is. W redemption.
W, good guy. Good
Okay.
guy theory. Hey, you're Foxy.
And then Unbuttered sent one that I missed. Let me go back up here. With the topic of the Silver Eyes, William does seem to still own the property in the movie, which is why it wasn't demolished. This is true. It's also very odd because I believe they
William's thinking
noted
about
in the
terrifying
book. They
implications.
noted in the book. It is very unorthodox for you to build a mall around a perfectly preserved building.
Yeah, well, unless you're trying to hide something.
Well, no, that's what I mean. That's why I think it might be that William Afton was responsible.
He could.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have built it. He could have done that.
Which, and hear me out here, you might hate this idea, okay? This would mean that William Afton, right? Because if it's his plan to keep the mall around the preserved Freddy's, that would mean William Afton finances and plans the mall and then goes to that same location later as a security guard. So perhaps in FNaF 2, William Afton plays a role in designing and financing the FNaF 2 animatronics and pizzeria, and then returns to FNaF 2 as security guard, which would make FREDD'N's and I's Killbots theory insanely awesome.
He literally built an underground pizzeria in the books.
He did. He built
He
an underground
literally
pizzeria
did
book, yeah.
So he's already building buildings. So
He's building buildings.
Yeah.
Bars.
he's already building.
Right, chat.
Dude, the William Afton rap's coming out.
Keep the questions coming in, chat. I'm gonna go and find the some more stuff about Dave from the Silver Eyes.
How are the toy Springlock suits? The twisted ones.
Bro, how do you search
Elizabeth's soul
a
spread up
PDF?
Control F.
Hello? Control F. Well, I know that. It's just not working, and I'm feeling sad.
Well, dude,
Jarvis?
you gotta get a better PDF. I'm sorry.
That's probably true.
Why Vanessa Shelley and not Afton? Because she went by a fake name.
They do be going
Since
by
Crying
fake
Child
names.
was absent in both the novels and movies, could that imply Crying Child is completely irrelevant to William's plans and motivations in the games too? No, probably not.
That'd be cray sauce.
You know what they said? They said spring lick suits. Well, true. But I don't know what a spring lick suit is, so I can't comment too much on that, though it might be true.
Okay,
But I would say
found the
CC
book.
is relevant in the games because to his plans because he is in the games. The reason
What do you
not
mean
relevant to
0
them-
pages with the word Dave on it? Oh, there's liars.
Which is searching? Is it searching through the book or something outside?
I'm supposed to be
Shelley,
searching
from
through the
Brawl
book.
Stars. Guys, how many trophies do you guys have in Brawl Stars? Leave it in chat. And tell
I'm
me who
getting
your favorite
pretty
card
freaking
is
mad,
in
dude.
Clash Royale. I thought the toys being springless in the movies might have been careless, but even Mr. Berg thinks that someone is wearing a toy Chica like a suit. The whole point
Wait,
of the
this is
Springlock's
true.
dual functionality.
Maybe Mr. Berg
That's
can be redeemed.
True. Mr. Berg, I think, could be a good guy. Scott doesn't want to give any info on CC because he'd be too important. Maybe his mind works in interesting ways.
All right, I'm just gonna have to read the graphic novel.
Okay, I'm not gonna write. I'm not gonna read that.
Okay, good lock in. Good lock in, buddy.
It's cool in the book titles when there's a D. David pops up. What? Maybe? I don't know. What is that you can't thing in FNaF 2? The minigame's called Save Them, and the puppet can't save them because they're already dead. And put into Mangle.
We got a notion.
There's no evidence in the movies that Vanessa has a sister. How will they explain baby being possessed by Elizabeth in the next movie? They just introduce Elizabeth.
No evidence in the movies that
there was
Vanessa has a sister.
notion in the first movie that she had a brother.
Baby being possessed by Elizabeth in
and
the
technically,
next movie.
baby being there with the green eyes is
this
a
is
notion
interesting.
in the second movie that she might have more family members. If you're familiar with FNaF.
Does anyone know what's happening tomorrow? So I'm reading from the book. Does anyone know what's happening tomorrow? Yeah, what do we even say to Michael's parents? Talk about Michael Brooks. Carlton, do you ever see them? Not really. I'm surprised they stayed in a hurricane. How could they not? His body was never found. So that's interesting. Again, just because he was part of the MCI, probably, that his body was never found. But the picture there is, of course, a police officer standing outside Freddy Fazbear's.
Are you reading the
right there. I am reading the graphic novel. Yeah, I can't find the any PDF, any legally obtained PD. Interesting. Hold on a minute here. I'm looking at something.
Do you think they're going to try and fit in everything into the last movie? A little bit of the nightmares, a little bit of phantoms. I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is that they're going to fit as a good amount into the last movie, but they're going to leave so much up for there to be sequels because they're not going to end it at 3 movies because it makes too much money. Garrett is possessing baby in the movies. I don't know why you would think that. Baby is possessed by Garrett. Why do you guys think baby possesses Garrett? Is this a
two in a row? 2 in a row is crazy. They must be in a call or something.
Are you messing with me? Oh yeah, they got to be in a call.
Yeah.
There's no freaking way you guys seriously think that.
I don't freaking believe you guys.
If the storyteller ending is canon, Bite Victim God David it. Well, I'm not gonna say the storyteller ending's canon because it's a good ending.
Okay, here
I
we
like
go.
the
So
idea of the people making Fazbear's Fright go to the Afton house and find sister location in the Nightmare Chambers. I don't know if they would go that much into Fazbear's Fright. Circus Baby is possessed by Garrett. Why are you guys so obsessed with Circus Baby being possessed by Garrett? Hi, BB Studios. Hello, BB Studios. Welcome to chat, BB Studios.
Yes.
If
Okay.
William is the one who promised to put Crying Child back together, what does that even mean? Like, what did he do to fulfill that promise? Because we never see him put him back together in any way. Lol. Well, those skull emoji. What T-shirts?
I was gonna say. So I'm looking at the novel right here. So Dave Miller is already there walking around the first time they break in. So he is just outside the pizzeria. He's just outside the mall patrolling, like presumably nightly. So I'm assuming he must be trying to stop people from finding anything out.
Yeah. And also, Secret Accompaniments, I just thought about it. He, in Curse of Dreadbear, we see that he's experimenting with Dreadbear. So Crying Child could be his first experiment, and then he does it with Elizabeth, and then he finally does it on himself. That he's perfected it. So he's got three times he does it. Because remember, Elizabeth gets put back together as well. He uses the same wording. So I'm guessing what he did was that Crying Child was a failed experiment. So boom, bam.
Ooh. Okay.
Here comes Golden Freddy.
And then Agony is at play in the drawings because the drawing moves when I forget the kid's name. Carla's brother, I think, someone's brother. The drawing moves. Yeah.
Carlton.
Yeah.
Are you talking about how when? Is it Silver Eyes? Because Carlton experiments.
No, it's one of the girl's younger brothers. Marla. Okay. Marla's younger brother. That's it. I forget his name. So Jason.
Yeah,
there we go. Jason.
The drawing like moves and stuff.
Yes. Yep. So it's a drawing of Spring Bonnie holding hands with a kid. He looks away, looks back, and then they're both staring at the camera, or like staring at him.
Well, think about it. In the movies and the novels, the drawings are used to communicate with the spirits. And in Fazbear's Fright, Susie uses drawings to communicate with her daughter or her sister.
Yeah.
So spirits and drawings are like Secret comfiness? Yeah, probably. So you're saying he made that promise to CC, but then never fulfilled it, and instead did it with Elizabeth? I would say he failed the promise. Golden Freddy Kid in the movies is CC because neither Michael nor Vanessa ever interact with him, so maybe Baby is still connected with Vanessa. Baby could just be connected with Elizabeth and that first statement be true. Okay, I keep seeing it mentioned. What is 2 + 4 theory? What is that? I have no clue what that is. I'm so curious.
6, 7.
Could it be possible Orange Man $10? Wow, you guys are rich. Could it be possible Orange Man is Henry and found out Will's plan and took the children so that William didn't kill them but failed, so he got drunk after the burial and started
I've heard Orange Man Henry theories before.
Orange Man is.
Drunk after the burial and started
Vanessa Afton is a base opinion to have. It's a true opinion. It's the only right opinion.
Could it be possible we could be wrong? Go ahead.
Could it be possible we could be wrong about which Secret of the Mimic ending is canon? I wouldn't find it hard for the David M2 bedtime ending being canon if it ends with the Mimic being underneath the Pizzaplex anyways, but then you have to explain how he got out of being David.
That's true. Wait, that's true.
Because he's evil and scary and kills people in Ruin. So
okay,
you would have to say that we haven't seen Afton. 2 + 4 is the idea that the FNaF 4 minigames take place during FNaF 2 and CC is what? Isn't that just Loop Victim?
I think so, yeah. Sounds like it.
That's just Loop Victim with a different name.
Okay, here, I'll read some passages from the Silver Eyes, because we're talking about William here. All right. Nobody wanted, this is William speaking, nobody wanted to lease Freddy's because of what happened. Then they decided to build a mall to attract business. Someone had the bright idea to seal Freddy's up, build the mall around it, but it wasn't enough. Something about this place spilled over into the rest of the building. So more agony stuff, right? Barely anyone wanted to bring their business here. Those 2 franchise owners who were about to open their shops quit their contracts and left. They just said it didn't feel right. I think it's got a mystical energy. So this is all what Afton's saying.
Afton said that about the building and stuff?
Yep, he said the building literally verbatim basically says the building's agony starts spilling out into the surrounding area.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if he's studying that. I'm wondering if he's there to observe the
Yeah, he could be.
What it's doing to the building around it. Yeah. If he's there to observe, like, why did people keep leaving this building? Why did no one want to bring their business?
That could be. That could be. He built a mall around it to see how it affected it. He could have seen
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
yeah.
he built that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we take that to the games, is there any instance in which William Afton knows it's basically like New Metal Overload says Indian Burial Ground or like Pet Cemetery, for example? Is there any evidence, or maybe possibly in the games, that William's doing that? Fazburger!
Fazburger.
Yeah, everything's built on the same plot of land. Maybe for that reason. Because remember, everything is back all the way back to Secret of the Mimic. Everything's built on the same plot of land. Everything's built in the same area.
Yep.
Pizzaplex.
In the FNaF 6, FNaF 6
Fredbear's Family Diner,
completely intact.
FNaF 6 location. Yeah, it's built around it. It's built around the Pizzaplex.
Yep.
It is. So it is.
It's literally a location built around a mall.
So it's Afton.
A mall built around it.
Afton is observing the effects of having a tragedy occur, and he's watching in the same area as.
That's why he's he's a guard.
FNaF 2?
That's why he's a guard in FNaF 2. That's why he's day for maintenance.
Yeah, he's day for maintenance. He's a guard for FNaF 2. He's studying
he's keeping around the
effects.
Places.
How long does it last for? How's it affecting other objects? How is it spilling out into other areas? Interesting.
Yep.
Man, using the books for lore is actually fun. I understand these Tales games people now. Well, actually, I don't, because William Afton's not even in those books. At least William Afton's in these books.
Yeah. Hey, chat, those who know the dark truth behind Twisted Ones, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Remnant-Plex theory still relevant? Now it could just be Agony-Plex. I don't know. Charlie's having a psychotic episode in the Twisted Ones. Maybe. Elizabeth's soul is spread apart the fun times and what putting her back together means. Yeah. In The Silver Eyes, William was described as a concerned rat who took on sadism and bitterness to survive. Well, consider who's describing him.
Oh, yeah. And then literally that same scene, right? So I think this is it. I think I got it.
This the purple guy.
I think the reason it's all built in the same way, and the reason Afton keeps... Beasley, shut up! And the reason that... I'm going to frickin'... Oh, if Hassan Piker was here, let's just say. Okay.
Would be zapped. Palpatine style.
Power! Okay.
Infinite power!
So, when Afton, in the Silver Eyes here, when Afton enters the building, and guys, I'd screen share, but unfortunately it's a legally obtained copy, obviously, so I can't share it to you guys, because I legally obtained it. So right here. When Afton enters the building, all the pictures on the wall start bleeding. So his direct presence makes the agony leakage worse. His presence in the building makes it worse. So I wonder if that's another reason. He's always around the same plot of land, the same area. Him being there studying it makes it so there's something to study.
Yeah. Could you, T-Dreads, could you apply this to Michael and why that gets worse and why the animatronics get more aggressive as the week goes on?
Because he looks like him?
Because he looks like him. And like FREDD'N's appearance in the last... Dude, video, I'm going to kill you, dude.
So that might be a reason. Do you think that might be a reason that they become more aggressive as the week progresses? Because the longer he's there...
Michael's there.
Bro, they actually made a lore reason for the difficulty? Holy pig.
Yeah, dude. Think about it, dude. Nightmare bots and ruin? What? LeBron James fake scared gif. Okay. Doesn't William say that group are ruining their happiest day? They
Later
said
on,
this is their. He said this is their happiest day. Then it's his interpretation of happiest day. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly.
That's
if
literally
Glitchtrap / Afton's only control in the Pizzaplex through Vanessa / Gregory, he's kind of controlling like everything. It could be also Michael's own agony towards his father combined with the kid's agony over time. That would be interesting. The name of David in the title of the chapters is justified. I don't know what that means. Maybe William wanted Michael there as another test to see if the similarities to him would affect anything. Oh, and if the bite of 83 from Michael impacted the building. Interesting. That could be cool. Another experiment by William. But I do think the reason he's sending them to those locations is related to tampering with the suits. Though, to be fair, it's interesting that he doesn't do that on the first night. Unless he learned something from FNaF 2. Oh my god, if he's Fred Smith, he learned from FNaF 2 that if you tamper with him on the first night, you get fired immediately. Michael gets the agony juices by being around his father, and thus being in the presence makes the animatronics speak out. True.
This the purple
I think
guy's
Remnant is a
son.
general power source that Ghosts in the flip side can interact with, like it's a receiver, and Ghosts can focus on them and make it do something. That's interesting. The flip side is definitely an interesting part of FNaF lore.
This the
Or
purple
he
guy's
just did get
son.
caught straight away.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
no. Oh, FREDD'N.
Oh, what?
I'm going to share with you a picture of the Springlock suit Carlton's
This the
threatened
purple
with.
guy's son.
Oh, FREDD'N. Oh, the toys are murder bots.
To be fair, we have to consider
Yeah,
that
graphic
it's the graphic
novelisms.
novel,
Yeah,
if it is the graphic novel.
it is. But still, look at this, dude.
It's still fun. It's still fun.
Look at
Let me
the no face split, fat face, and cheeks rosy.
How is it described in the book? How is it described in the book?
I don't know. Chad,
It's
this is what I'm talking
Carlton,
about. I'll
right?
show you guys real quick. Yeah, Carlton. This is what I'll show you real quick, guys. So we had a theory that the toys were Springlock suits, right? And in the graphic
Full
novel,
video about it.
yeah, in the graphic novel right here, we have Carlton's Springlock suit. It's a Springlock suit that he's in. Is a Freddy with a kind of a chubby face and two rosy cheeks and no face split. So it's a rosy cheeked Freddy with no face split, and it's a Springlock suit. Because look at this right here. There's Springlocks in that head. So if this was directed by Scott, it's more evidence the toys are Springlocks in other continuities. That's crazy. Are you looking for it in the actual book right now? I
Yeah,
hear
I'm
you
looking
typing. Yeah, you are.
for. Doesn't he say like, "Don't move"
Yeah.
to Carlton during that scene? Because he holds up all the scars of getting spring locked before.
Yeah.
Do we know the difference between him getting spring locked before and why this kills him this time?
No idea.
Because in the books he's been spring locked multiple times before.
He teched, I guess.
He locked in.
And then, yeah, Golden Freddy just teleports in there with Carlton and starts saying, "It's me."
Oh yeah, I said don't move. He said the neck of the costume became open. Dave went to the pile of costumes. Headless over to Carlton. He held the costume, waggling 2 pieces of metal. He did something. He touched the piece of the lock.
Yeah, probably won't
Very old
describe it.
costume.
See, but here's what's interesting to me. Why does he put Carlton in the springlock suit and then leave him alive? Is he gonna? So I'm assuming he's gonna experiment. Yeah, he's gonna experiment on Carlton. I'm assuming that's what it's got to be, right? Because he puts Carlton into the springlock suit in the books and then leaves him alive.
They could describe the suit later in the book when they find Carlton.
Maybe, yeah.
Because chat. You guys search for this too. All right, this is a group effort. See if there's any moment in the book where they describe the springlock suit through your legally acquired purchase of the book, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Mike Lefton really did use a pseudonym, take shifts at Freddy's. He's kind of committing tax fraud. I don't know if I'd put tax fraud beyond the Aftons, who are businessmen.
If Michael Afton
at least
really
William
did use
is.
a pseudonym to take shifts at Freddy's, he's kinda committing tax fraud. Like if you think I should make a video proving it, I'm a tax CPA.
Dude, I'm trying to find.
That's hilarious.
What?
No, the guy said he's a tax CPA. He can make a video about it.
Carlton stumbled over. Take that, jackass. Whoa, Scott. Come on, dude. Swearing now?
All right, and then he puts the classics on them, so the classics try to kill them. And then Golden Freddy is able to dissuade them, I think. No, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, he sicks the classics on them, and then he uses that as an excuse to go and kidnap Charlie, who he knows is a robot. So 2 things here. We have Afton trapping somebody in a springlock suit and not killing them. He leaves them alive and in fact says don't move, right? So presumably wants to keep them alive for remnant experiments, possession experiments, whatever, okay? Second, he kidnaps Charlie. Says you are staying, right, to Charlie because he knows what Charlie is. He knows Charlie's a robot at this point, right? Which is why he says that creepy like you're so beautiful thing, because it's like holy shit, he's a robot. So, he wants to take those 2 to experiment on them, presumably. So he's going to the pizzeria, and he is leaving people alive to experiment with. I mean, I do wonder about the fun times now, if they were kidnap bots or if they were exclusively kill bots. I am wondering now. Because he needs some way of getting people to experiment with.
My personal way that it goes is that the fun times were kidnap bots, right? But he didn't like account for Circus Baby going to murder, like Circus Baby immediately murdering his daughter, right?
Yeah.
So I think what happened was that Circus Baby murdered his daughter, and then in the next iteration, he learned that straight murder was what he wanted to experiment with, because he didn't account for Circus Baby to immediately murder Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. And then
so I think it was.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, look at page 307. All right, thank you.
Look
Yeah,
at
no,
page
I think.
6,
No. For Charlie. I don't see it here. Charlotte. Lamar. Afton.
Do, 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 do.
I can't find the page, but it's probably because mine is
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
fine.
my legally acquired copy is different.
Yes. Okay. So he kidnaps Charlie after knowing what she is.
He kidnaps Charlie.
Yeah, the fun time is both be capture and kill bots. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh yeah, I wonder if Cassidy was like Springlock experiment. Interesting.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then yeah, just like in the movie, the animatronics drag him to the back room.
Yeah.
Like literally like exactly the same actually.
Yeah.
As in the movie. Very interesting. All right, I'm trying to find where the twisted ones are described here. Oh, I didn't even remember that. They find William Afton's body in the Twisted Ones?
Yeah. No, they find him when because he's in the Twisted Ones. They find Springtrap.
They find
Springtrap's the
Springtrap.
antagonist.
But he's not moving when they find him at the first time.
Yeah, because he says he says they let him go. When they when he comes back, he said that what they did released him.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and then that's when you find the... Yep, this is where we find it. Okay. So in the Twisted Ones, the next thing is William Afton is in a situation where he can't move freely. So he's sending other robots out to go and try to hunt for Charlie. So William Afton's restricted, he can't move, and he is sending other things out to go kidnap and or kill things that look like Charlie. So... he's restricted. Okay. In FNaF 3, he's restricted, but there's no way he's sending anything. Possibly, if the rental... It's possible. The rental service is still running when he's behind the wall. That's possible. The rental service could be a long-going project.
No, yeah. Well,
It's all
because we assume Michael's sent after he's springlocked, right? Or like that Michael... When do you think Michael was sent?
It has to be when he's either under suspicion from police.
No,
or he's springlocked. It has to be one of the two. It has to be either
because he has to be after because it Molten MCI.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it has to be after William springlocked. How does William send him? Talk to him as Springtrap?
No, it might have been like a note or a timed message or something.
Yeah, it could have been a note or something.
Yeah.
It had to have been. It would be interesting. He sends him, right? And he has the whole thing with Elizabeth. And and we said that Springtrap, like he needed to get out of Springtrap and get away from the programming. So he sends him to do the experiment with programming and getting something together. And like, you know, like the whole thing with the AI and the soul combination.
Well, here's what I find interesting,
right?
It's when William can't move, right? It's when William can't move that he sends out the Twisted One robots to go kidnap kids and bring them to an underground FNaF 2 pizzeria with balloon boys or whatever. So I'm wondering if in the same vein in the games, right, when William can't move, right, because he's under suspicion for the MCI in 87, that's when he sends out the toys or the killbots or whatever to go kidnap people and bring them to the FNaF 2 pizzeria. I wonder if it's the same kind of thing, where there's a point where after the MCI, William Afton cannot act on his own anymore, going out and just whoosh, whoosh in public or whatever, luring people in public. He has to use robots to kidnap people for him.
Yep, to kill them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, and then, oh, dude, it's so funny. Because, yeah, then she finds the graves in the dirt. She finds graves in the dirt. In the same book, with these things going out to kill people when William Afton can't go.
Yeah.
Which is the mound. Yeah. Dude, that's so funny if John was right in the sense that the Twisted Ones was linked to the mound, but it wasn't literally them in there.
Yeah, it was a parallel.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Also, someone in my comments brought up a great point. Apparently, in the Twisted Ones are described when they're like, because they look all disturbing because of Charlie's past memories, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, the Twisted Ones are described to look like action figures when they weren't,
Ooh.
which is toys.
Hey, Johnny the Night Guard.
They're toys. Hello, Johnny the Night Guard. Holy
Oh my god,
geek.
wait, John FNaF is in our chat. Guys.
Wait, Johnny the FNaF?
Johnny the FNaF guard?
Guard? True?
Giggity. Alright, chat,
Eyes come out of my
keep
skull, my
some
tongue goes
questions
down all the way.
coming about William Afton, chat. His lore, his connections, and other continuities. Keep a couple questions coming.
Chica is the Twisted Ones.
Right, and then I believe his next plot is as Springtrap. That is when he is able to... Yeah, okay. So he sends... What is this? Twisted Freddy? Yeah, okay. He sends Twisted Freddy to kidnap Charlie with spring locks to lock her in there and brings her to the underground FNaF 2 pizzeria. And then she's underground in the FNaF 2 pizzeria with balloon boys. Yep. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the thinkers.
Okay, yeah, it brings her there, and that's where Afton is.
William is a sci-fi lich, kinda, if you think about it.
Now I control the system. I control the choreography, and all this belongs to me. Interesting. So when he's in Springtrap, he states that he, with his mind, essentially, can control all the other animatronics. Verbatim in the books, right there. My name is Springtrap. Yeah. Now I control everything. I control the system, the choreography. It all belongs to me. So now that he is inside an animatronic and his mind is, like, wired into it.
But the classics destroy the Twisteds in the ending.
Huh. Well, that's the ghosts, probably. That's probably not the actual AI. He's probably wired into
because
AI.
In the fourth closet, he's back to controlling the ghosts.
Have you considered that bro can't write?
unless when he springtrapped, he could, unless he had to have gotten them back under his control, like he lost control of them.
All right, and that's when the toys go in the water and they're fine. I'm sorry, the Twisted Ones go in the water.
Which would directly parallel the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the classics destroy the toys because he's springtrapped, but then he's reawoken, and then in the third movie we might get the classics evil again as like Innard or something.
Then he escapes through a trapdoor on the ground.
True, he's like Alphaba.
And then she gets spring-lockified. Well, she doesn't actually, right? She isn't. No, she doesn't get spring-locked. She's fine because she's in a random chest later, right?
Who, Alphaba?
No, Charlie. Third Charlie. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Alphaba.
No, yeah, I'm thinking about this, right?
No, she's
because they think she dies, but she doesn't. Oh yeah, because the last shot is the fourth Charlie pulling her out of the Freddy suit.
Yeah.
Could follow me in such location explain. Sorry. Could follow me in such location happened concurrently. That explains how Will gave Mike instructions. That, of course, explains his absence. I think it would have to be after he's done with the multi-MCI plan. I think he would probably... It happened right after he gets trapped.
If you want to spring lock me, look to the western sky.
All right. And then, yeah,
I can easily see him controlling the fun times in the same way in movie 3. Me too.
And then he sends a duplicate, false facsimile version or whatever of Charlie to go see them at the end. Okay. So his plan in this book is send out my kidnap bots to get a version of Charlie. Right? Beasley, please send out my kidnap bots to get the third Charlie bot. Take her into my custody to study her, and then send back the fourth Charlie. So it's almost like he doesn't want this to be detected, right? Because he knows there's something special about the third Charlie that he wants to study, right? That's why he wants the third Charlie bot. Why did this work so perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And so the fourth one, he sends back as a replacement. So he almost wants it to be like, not quite. I mean, honestly, if you wanted it to be undetected, you probably should have just not sent a fourth one. But to make them think she's dead. Very interesting. Fourth closet. Because if I recall correctly, in the fourth closet, they don't start being suspicious until... Or sorry. Circus Baby doesn't start doing anything weird until John notices.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, because Circus Baby's Pizza World opened, so he's planning something. Oh yeah, new kids, duh. There's new kids. There's 5 random new kids that get kidnapped. And why do those kids get kidnapped? Man, now I'm freaking confused.
That's for experimentation, I'm pretty sure.
As well, Remnant.
Yeah, I think he's experimenting with them. And I think it's 4 kids.
Yeah, the third Charlie bot's completely fine. The third Charlie bot is in a random trunk.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyone can discover a fire already burning. So we have here. But Henry found a unique spark. Okay. Anyone can discover a fire. This is from William Chat. Anyone can discover a fire already burning, as we have here. But Henry found a unique spark. Created something truly different. Something he didn't deserve or intend to stumble upon. Why is it not here with us now?
If MM is about another family, what 5 Laps at Freddy's tells us about the Midnight Motorist car? Is it like, yeah, guys, is it William's killing? Basically. It would just be connecting William to killings. And we don't even know, to be fair, we do not know how involved Scott is with 5 Laps. Because if I remember correctly, the last time 5 Laps had something, it was the Murray Co. Billboard, right? And it was Hugs the vacuum. But then we learned in Secret of the Mimic that it's the Cleano vac that takes the... So 5 Laps is interesting for lore. Look to the Western William. Look to the William Afton. Seen anything in the books interesting?
Not yet. Still looking through the books. And then he finds Molten MCI. quite right, but that's why we're here, to discover the secret of that last independent... Ooh. Oh, the secret of that last ingredient, the spark of life. Sometimes great things come at a cost. We are here to recreate the accident, to replicate older experiments, moving ever closer to immortality. Okay, so that's literally what he says. Okay. And so part of his experiment to find... Interesting. So part of his way to try to recreate what happened with Charlie is to melt together all the soul juice of... Why?
Mm-hmm. There's no way Scott doesn't know how people would have taken the Midnight Motor. Well, see how people took the Hugs billboard, but Tails Games was obviously not true.
Okay, he's trying to use them. All right, so he's just trying to use them as a power source. I see. Okay. Very neat. All right. That was a lot of good stuff. All right, sorry I've been pretty silent, chat. I've been reading through the books. Alrighty. Chat, any last questions? You guys have anything else about William Afton you want to talk about before Fred and I say adios today?
Why are his eyes white?
I don't flipping know.
I don't know. William, is he an Afton? Holy
No worry, that's a different currency.
Yeah.
Circus Baby's rental bunker is huge no matter what. That's true, Johnny. Alright. How long Circus Baby's rental worked? If sister location is after Follow Me, we talk about 10 years of consistent child abduction. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think they are kidnapping kids left and right and killing them left and right and turning them into remnant left and right.
Vanessa? Afton should fight Puppet. Palpatine was racist.
Okay.
It's a common trope for fantasy.
Thanks for throwing that in there.
Sus.
What happened to Mike, Abby, Vanessa? I think that either Vanessa or Mike will die next movie.
Bro threw in a fun fact.
The illusion disc is the invisibility cloak. True.
Yeah, think about it. Mean their souls are spread across different objects. That's a Horcrux.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, do you think that's the whole put him back together thing? Is he's trying to figure out the process of moving a soul between bodies? That might be what it is.
Between bodies?
Yeah, because he wants to preserve himself.
Yeah.
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 His whole thing of like,
no, probably.
I'm going to put people back together. That whole thing might be because he wants to figure out how to preserve his own soul in different bodies.
Your Horcruxes were right. He gets righter and righter every day. I think Mike will die and become the hero who will beat Springtrap, but then Springtrap obviously won't be dead, and we move on to the next trilogy where Michael is the protag. Okay, you just want Mike Schmidt to be written out. Lamar Afton was always real. We should have.
That's true. He could never not be real. He's Lamar.
Putting CC back together is what Innard is. All his remnant into a single vessel. I would say he's Golden Freddy.
Wrong sibling.
Unless you're like saying
this guy got the wrong sibling.
But I would say, like I said before, I'd say CC is a failed version of what Afton wants to do. That's why he tries again with Elizabeth. He's like, oh, well, shoot, that didn't work.
I'm not sure about that extra sauce. I haven't thought about it yet.
What?
No, if all the Candy Crush stories are connected, yeah.
Is all three minigames are connected to the stories? Maybe. Well, think about it. What is it? It's Security Puppet. If you want to say that Puppet is the main character of the one where it's the girl and the keys. Boom. And the next one is and then Molten MC. Well, Well, Molten MC I would be that one too. I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, Molten MC I would still be a part of.
Yeah.
What was it? The Snake one. So yeah, they would all be connected.
All right. Well, Chat, we had some good William Afton discussion today. We went over about 2 hours. I think that is going to do it for our discussion today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Everyone say goodbye, because Fred and I are gonna pop out of here. But we ended up getting to every donation, which was good. We didn't overwhelm the chat. I'm glad about that. Everyone got their chance to donate, and all their donations got read. So, Holy Pig, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we will see you later. Say bye, Fred.
Bye bye, chat.
Bye bye. Do 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 do.